heartache for the friends and loved ones of the slain NYPD officers killed at point-blank range as they struggle to cope with their loss. Mourners put together a memorial outside the home of Officer Rafael Ramos, while flags flew at half-staff outside the police precinct where he and partner Wenjian Liu worked. TV 1055's Hazel Sanchez is live in downtown Brooklyn with more on how the men are being remembered. Hazel?
Well, Cindy, no doubt this is a very painful day for all the members of the NYPD, but especially those here at the 84th Precinct Station House, the home away from home for Officers Ramos and Liu. Officer Ramos's family spoke with the media today, telling us about the man they knew and loved.
He loved his job. He loved his wife. He was a dedicated father. And I wish I could be half the man my cousin was. Really.
Ronnie Gonzalez says everyone admired his cousin, NYPD officer Rafael Ramos. Gonzalez says Ramos was living out a dream to be a police officer when suspect Ismael Brinsley killed him and his partner, Officer Wenjian Liu. The men ambushed with no time to draw their weapons. Ramos's family says despite their pain, they have forgiven the gunman.
You have a young man like this who had anger, has no one to speak to, no one to pour his heart out to, and this is what he ends up doing. We don't blame him, we forgive him. The Ramos family forgives him because God forgave us.
Officer Ramos's relatives, surrounded by the support of friends and local leaders, spoke outside the Brooklyn home where the slain officer grew up, while Officer Liu's family grieved privately.
I hope and pray that we can reflect on this tragic loss of lives that have occurred so that we can move forward and find an amicable path to a peaceful coexistence.
At the East New York scene where the officers were killed, the community gathered for a candlelight prayer vigil. Dozens of police officers also attended, bearing flowers to pay their respects. Residents say the violence needs to stop.
I'm just so sad about the way it came down, and I'm just hoping that we find some peace and we can all get together and resolve this in a decent way.
We're moving forward to repair police-community relations and make sure that we can have the kind of reforms that the mayor was elected to enact, but in a way that our cops are safe and that they're part of that conversation.
Officer Ramos has two sons, aged 17 and 13. 13-year-old Jaden Ramos posted on his Facebook page, quote, "He was the best father I could ask for. It's horrible that someone gets shot dead just for being a police officer." Ramos's family is urging the city to come together for the sake of all the loved ones Officers Ramos and Liu leave behind.
We just hope this ends, that it doesn't continue, that no more cops get hurt, that no more citizens get hurt, and that we can work things out. You know, we have to. It's too much pain.
And despite the Police Benevolent Association's request earlier this month that Mayor de Blasio not attend the funerals of any police officers that die in the line of duty, Officer Ramos's family says they would like Mayor de Blasio to come not only to the funeral, but also to come to the family's home to pay his respects, which they say he has yet to do. We're live in downtown Brooklyn. Hazel Sanchez, TV 1055.